Hi, so I'm back with another metaphor. Stick with me on this one because I don't know much about it either, but I'm imagining a courtroom of some description. Don't ask me any more questions because I don't know enough about law. But what I do know about law is that there are people there arguing for something and against something. That's really simple terms, okay? But stick with me. So here's how this could be helpful. When you have a thought that comes into your head, quite often we just accept that thought and we don't challenge it and we don't question it and we don't kind of examine it in any way. So a thought, for example, might be, I can't do something, whatever that thing is. So I can't do it. And that comes into our head and we go, yep, that's true, I can't do it. And then we think it again. And the more we think it, the more we just accept that, well, I can't do that thing. And that kind of translates into, well, I can't do that thing, so I'm not going to try. Or I can't do that thing, so I probably can't do this other thing. Or I can't do this thing, so people probably think this about me. Kind of turns into other stuff. So imagine that you've got to take that thought to the imaginary courtroom. And I would ask you to kind of first assess what that thought is doing for you. If that thought is making you feel a certain way, just kind of take note of that. So that thought of I can't do this, that might be making you feel unconfident. Is that a word? Not sure. The opposite of confident. It might make you feel worthless. It might make you feel that you're unable to do things. It might make you feel quite frustrated with yourself. And then you can even, if you want, score those things kind of on a 1 to 10 scale, percentage. How does that make you feel? So that current thought of I can't do whatever it is might be making you feel, 9 out of 10 worthless. Or it might be making you feel 7 out of 10, I'm not going to bother, because that's how that thought is serving you. So take it to the courtroom. And first of all, in this courtroom you have to act on both sides, by the way. So you can do that however you like. First of all, look for the evidence to back that up. So in the courtroom it says Emma is not able to do X. Emma can't do it. So I have to now look for evidence to say that is true. I can't do it. And it needs to be cold, hard evidence, by the way. It can't just be this circumstantial stuff, which I think is another technical law term. It needs to be something really factual, like proof that I cannot do that thing. And it might be that I tried it once and it didn't work and that's my proof. But that might be the proof I've got. So I write down all the proof I've got. Then I need to jump into the other role and I need to find the proof against it. What proof do I have actually if someone was arguing Emma can do this stuff, or Emma might be able to do this stuff, or I don't think it's true that she can't do any of it. Just evidence that goes against that thought. And that might be I did it before and it worked quite well, or it might be I did something else that was kind of similar, and then I could kind of translate that into, well, if I can do that, I can probably do this. It might be what other people might say. I suppose that might be, going with my analogy, that might be kind of like a character witness. What would they say? Would they say, Emma can't do that? Or would they say, actually, I saw her do that once. Actually, no, she does do that. I don't think that's true. And find the evidence for both sides. And then you can compare the evidence. And with that evidence, you then get to be the jury, be the judge, and look at it and go, is that true? And is it really serving me? Having this thought, well, if I felt 90% worthless for having it, probably not. So now I've got this evidence, do I still believe it to be true? And if you feel that actually you can't now make even if there's still some evidence that it might be true, you can't make, this is why I need the technical lawyer terminology, but you can't make a definitive decision, the jury's out, you can't be sure, then maybe you can reframe that statement to something that you do believe to be true. And it might not be as simple as, I can't do it, flip it to I can do it. That might be too much. It might not be definitive. You might have members of the jury going, oh, I'm still not sure. And that's okay. Then it could be, I can't do it, to I can do it sometimes. Or I might be able to do it. Or I'm willing to try to do it. And that might be enough. And then, just to check that this process works, because otherwise why am I babbling on about imaginary courtrooms, just to check it works, how does that new statement make you feel? So when you look at that new statement of I can do it, or I might try to do it, or sometimes I can do it, does that still make you feel 90% worthless, or 70% like you're not going to try, or whatever you scored yourself at the beginning? Or now, does it kind of evoke something different from you? Have those things moved down the scale, and actually there are now some positive feelings of, yeah, I can do this, and I'm going to give it a go, actually makes you feel 90% motivated rather than 90% worthless. So there is my analogy for the day. It kind of works for me, and I wish I knew some of the legal terminology, and someone might know, to kind of bring that alive. But use it as you see fit, use it if it works for you, but try it and let me know if it's helpful.